It's a medical malpractice trial, and now the defense attorney brings in a medical expert who is a foreign medical graduate. Does that mean that that doctor is automatically less credible, less believable than a doctor who graduated from medical school here in the United States? You want to know the answer? Come join me for a moment as I share with you some great information. Hi, I'm Gerry Oginski. I'm a New York medical malpractice and personal injury attorney, and the answer is no. The mere fact that a doctor is a foreign medical graduate does not automatically mean that the doctor is less credible than someone who graduated from a United States medical school. Now, you should know that what is important when I have an opportunity to cross-examine that type of doctor, it's critical for me to learn what the doctor's credentials are. I need to know where he went to medical school. I need to know where he did his medical training. I need to know whether he went to an approved medical residency training program. And did he in fact finish it? Did he graduate from that? I also need to know whether he is board certified as well as licensed to practice medicine in New York. Those are critical things. There are some experts who are brought in who are not licensed to practice in New York, and that's acceptable. That's still okay. They may be licensed in California, in Florida, or somewhere else. But the key point is the doctor board certified? You should know that being board certified is the highest level of certification a doctor in a particular specialty can achieve. So the mere fact that someone has graduated from a foreign medical school, that's only one factor in evaluating the doctor's credibility, in evaluating whether or not his knowledge and his training is sufficient enough to come in and testify as an expert. Now, one avenue of cross-examination is always, doctor, isn't it true you went to a foreign medical school because your grades were not good enough to get into school here in the United States? That's always an appropriate line of attack. But if the doctor is board certified and went through and passed all of his necessary exams, now you're dealing with two competing experts, both of whom are board certified. The only distinguishing factor may be that one of them graduated from a foreign medical school and the other graduated from a school here in the United States. But if they are both licensed to practice medicine, and if they are both board certified, now it becomes much more difficult to show to the jury that this foreign medical graduate is nowhere near as qualified as the United States medical school graduate. So the question I asked was, the mere fact that somebody is a foreign medical graduate, does that automatically mean that they are not as believable or as credible as someone who graduated from medical school here in the United States? And the answer is no. Automatically, no. So why do I share this great information with you? I share it with you just to give you an inside look at what happens in these medical malpractice cases, and now the defense brings in a medical expert to testify against us, and it turns out that this guy is a foreign medical graduate. You know, I recognize you've got questions or concerns about your own matter. Well, if your matter did happen here in New York and you're thinking about bringing a lawsuit, but haven't done so yet because you still have questions that need answers, what I invite you to do is pick up the phone and call me. I can answer your questions. You know, I answer questions like yours every single day, and I'd love to talk to you. You can reach me at 516-487-8207 or by email at Gerry, G-E-R-R-Y, at oginski-law.com. That's it for today's video. I'm Gerry Oginski. Have a wonderful day.